Today I'm going to demonstrate on how to use a sharpening stone to sharpen your blades. The stone I'm using is different than what you might have at home, but the principle is the same. Most stones you can either use water or mineral oil, or some sort of vegetable oil is also can be used, but you don't want to interchange. So this has been in some water. I always recommend water. I think it's easier to work with, but whatever one you want to do is perfectly fine. So I dip it in water just to get the stone wet. On your stones, you're going to have two sides. You're going to have a coarse side and a fine side. This just happens to have four sides to it. But again, the principle is all the same. So what you're going to do is go on your coarser side. You're going to take your knife and you're going to hold it at about a 20-degree angle, the same angle that you would use for your steel. And I usually use two hands. One holds onto it, and I go from one side across the other. And you do that, and you make sure you count how many times you work it across. So I'm going to go 4 times. That was 2, 3, 4. Now what I do on one side, I got to do on the other side. So now I switch to the other side, 20-degree angle. 1, 2, 3, 4. That angle is very, very important. The angle helps to make sure that we're actually sharpening that edge instead of dulling it if it's too high or doing nothing if it's too low. So now I'm going on my fine side. I'm going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20-degree angle, pressing lightly enough against, but just enough so I can get that edge. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to take and I do a little pull. I can see the sharpness of the blade, nice and sharp. Last thing you do is then take it to your steel to get rid of any burrs, hone the blade. And then you want to wash your blade next, just in case. We don't want to make sure there's no physical contamination or anything. So we wash the blade and then it's ready to be used.